Welcome back to probably the finale of Vectorman, because let's be honest, this game isn't that long, so I'd be very surprised if it goes yet another part. Oh! As I was saying, I'd be very surprised if this goes another part beyond this. We've only got like 2 or 3 levels left in the game. They just happen to be longer levels, which is why this video will probably be a little bit longer. But none of the videos will be longer than half an hour. I'm kind of missing doing the longer videos because then I have more time to actually, talk about stuff. Because we haven't had a longer-ish video in forever. Like, even I think the first part of Sonic 3D Part and Blast I did last week was, for God's sake, this thing just, thank you, wasn't even half an hour long. I think it was like 27 minutes. I think it was the longest 3D Blast part. Right, you're supposed to use the bomb for this here, but it's really not that useful, so I'd rather just kind of roll this way and then just cause a screen nuke where there's a bunch of enemies down here. Because there are, oh, I didn't land right at the very bottom, but there's a bunch of enemies along the path, and I'd rather just kill the enemies as a free screen wipe than worry about anything else. These little robots, these where it's like a piece of metal on 2 legs, and they do a little jump when you shoot them once. If they completely get back up and start walking again, they will have their health back. You need to shoot them in succession. You can shoot them once and then lower down to shoot them again. Oh, this is a good example of the dash making you a hurt box, because all those turrets are positioned in ways that when you're jumping up, you will naturally catch them. It's probably just the game's way of showing it to you, in case you didn't realize up until this point that you can do that. Oh, you weren't even facing me. I feel kind of bad for that. Except, no, I don't, because if the enemy was facing us, it would be a pain in the dick of its placement. Because its face would be shielded. We have to try and lure the thing out before we can jump over and kill it. Well, saying it, they clearly expect you to climb up this way, so it would have been facing you, but oh well. Hey! Oh, the level's over. Okay. So this is why I said there needs to be like an end flag. Because the levels just stop. Alright, day 13, the Dark Ruins. I can't remember if this is the last level or penultimate level before the final boss. Actually, I think it's penultimate because I remember there's a level where it's like a mechanicalized factory, which I don't think we've been to yet, so I think this is penultimate. I think we're on our way to Warhead's base of operations, the big bad that the game mentioned once at the very start after his questionably bad story and introduction, and then we haven't really mentioned since because we've just been kind of globetrotting. Can I get okay, what power up are you? Oh, I know exactly where you go. You're down here. There's a little gap. Yeah, probably gonna die here. I've only got 1 unit of health. I'm moving very skittishly because I know I'm on the verge of death, and if I can clear out this area, it won't matter if you die, because most things do carry over between lives. Like TVs destroyed, for instance. What's this? 1 health unit. Great, that was all worth it. Let's get out of here. Oh, we can't catch you from here, can we? We just got to try. Well, if we break this, then we're done with this area, so it doesn't matter if we live or die. Did that give us the 5 times? I didn't see what it gave us. I'm going to assume it gave us the 5 times. I do remember this level being a bit longer than some of the others though, hence why it gives you 8 minutes to clear it instead of the usual 4 or 5. Oh god, I didn't really want to pick that up. Oh well. Oh, there is something up there. What we got? Another bomb? Okay. Is that not where we were supposed to use it? No, never mind. It was probably behind us then. There's probably something that could be broken. I don't mind taking up the free screen nukes. Oh, you can do this though on this level. You can do level skipping. If you just shoot diagonally downwards and keep on pressing, you will like float across large chunks of the level. Like, we just skipped a pretty significant chunk of the level by doing that. Which is why you're going to see me try and I'll do it again. Ow. Ow. Come on. Come on. Like, he's in the worst place position, so I think he's like just barely off screen, so it's not counting. But we got a checkpoint anyway, so we can breathe again. Yeah, give us that. But yeah, I know I haven't spoken too much about Vectorman, the same way I haven't spoken too much about Sonic 3D Blast. But it's just 'cause it's such a short game. It's why I like doing the longer games, because I get a lot more time to actually settle down and talk about the game, and also talk about other stuff with more tandem without worrying. As this enemy starts to annoy me. Ah, god damn it. So I actually get to like talk about why I like it, why I don't like it, instead of being like, yeah, here it is, oh, we're done. And there will be longer stuff going. I have to keep on reminding it, and if you've been watching along, it's probably been quite annoying that I keep on bringing it up. But I have to keep on saying it. I will absolutely be doing longer stuff as soon as I get my PS5. Which, the main effort to try and get it begins tomorrow, because that's when my paycheck comes in. And I know it's super busy and everyone wants one still, so it might end up being going into February that I actually get a hold of one. But it's the next main thing I'm chasing is going to be that. It's just whether or not I do another smaller Let's Play in between, or if I wait until afterwards. Because once I get my PS5, I'm not going to be doing Let's Plays the very second I get it. I'm obviously going to want to spend some time with the machine, getting a feel for what's different and how it works. And then do a few practice recordings on like smaller things, like I'll probably do a Genshin video. And then after that I will worry about doing Let's Plays. So it'll probably be a little while once I get my PS5, which is why I've, to be honest, kind of enjoyed doing these smaller ones. As much as I was earlier just griping that it's not the same as my bigger ones, I've enjoyed just being able to talk to you guys again and just do this sort of stuff again. Because I know it's going to be a while after this, like once I get my PS5 before I do. I doubt I'll let it be that long, because there's a lot I want to have done this year. Like in terms of Let's Plays, there's a lot of projects that I've been meaning to do for a while that I really want to get done in 2021. Like it's my main project to get some of these things like under wraps and done throughout the course of this year. And a lot of them are bigger projects, so I can't leave it too long if I plan on doing them all. Like you all know I'm planning on doing Devil May Cry 5 at some point. Devil May Cry 5 has been put on the back burner a little bit, because I enjoyed the Virgil DLC, don't get me wrong, but if I'm going to go through it, now knowing I'm getting a PS5, I would rather... Oh, that's the end of the level. I would rather wait until I get a hold of Special Edition, but I'm going to level with you. Special Edition is not at the top of my list of priorities. I'll definitely get it, because I love Devil May Cry, and always will, but it's not on the top of my list of things I'd want to get for the system. I'm leaning on Demon Souls more than anything else. This is the Vault level I was on about, that I was thinking of. Where it's like you're entering the mechanical base of everything. But actually, I think this is actually the penultimate, because I think there's like the actual final level afterwards, because this ends in a boss rush. I remember this level specifically because of the stupid bloody boss rush. Yeah, we still got another level after this. So there's 16 days then. I remember this game being shorter than this. But I didn't remember that we went back to the cityscape 4 times in the game. I only remember going back to it in the night. Which is what we just did. Ow. But yeah, like, I plan on doing some Demon Souls stuff. I probably won't do a Let's Play of it, because I played Demon Souls on the PS3 and I know what I'm getting into. And as much as I enjoy it, I don't enjoy it enough to Let's Play it. It's something that I want to try out again. Because it's been so long since I last played Demon Souls back on the PS3, that I want to see what it's like now after all this time. This section sucks, by the way, because these guys are infinitely respawning. So stop at each ledge, count to 4, and then jump up. And then stand at the edge, shoots up, count to 4, jump up. And then be wary that there's like a dickheaded placed turret right here that will just throw you back down if it feels like. And so I was pretty quick on the draw there, but if you're taking a moment to like recover and recoup yourself, shoot back up again because a new batch would have spawned. Dropping straight down drops you in the mini boss because this level is not that long. But if you can like position your jumps carefully, you can climb all the way up to the top here for a secret. Uh-oh. Alright, do wider jumps. Okay, that's the edge of the road. It's a long ass climb. I don't remember it being this long. I know you're coming the entire expense of the level, but this is what it's for. An extra life. That's all it is. So if you line yourself up kind of in the middle, you can drop all the way down to the very bottom now. Yeah. Superhero landing. But this is the boss rush. You fight this thing, and then you fight another thing, then you fight another, then you drop down the level to fight a third thing. Ow. The only boss I remember kind of sucking of the 3 is the second one of the lot. Like the first and third one, as long as you keep on shooting and keep your wits about you, they aren't too bad. You know, when they're not landing on you, holy hell. Ow. I might actually tank a death, because I've got 2 more bosses after this, so I'm not going to do well on 1 hit left. Yeah, just take me. Right. Because you don't even have that much health, so I'm surprised you took as many shots as you did. There we go. Right, the reason why the second one sucks is because every time it takes damage, it starts sprinting at you. The sprint is faster than you can move. So it will always catch up to you if you just keep on trying. If you just keep on batter-shotting it, it will always catch you. Well, I say that, no, you move slightly faster than it just moves faster than your jumping speed, so if you try and jump over it, you're screwed. You have to space yourself out. It only does its attack when you shoot it. So you shoot it, book it to the edge, then once it's slowed down, you jump over it. Don't try and jump over it whilst it's in its speed mode, because you will always get hit. And it will just combo you into a wall and kill you. And I think it only takes damage when it's in its walker mode, so maybe my extra shots are meaningless, but it's worth a try just to see if it does kill it. And then there's one more boss where we have to drop down a level to get to it. There it goes. This is the monkey bot. But if you sprint over to this TV, you can get a 1 extra health unit just to help you out. This boss works in a similar vein to the last one, where it only does its attack after you shoot it. As I get myself beat up here. So if you attack, you see it does its little jump around, and then it goes back to the ceiling, and when you shoot it, it does its drop around. So if I'm going to move to the other side and get away from it, then shoot at it so it does it again. And there it goes. The penultimate real challenge defeated, because you've got the last proper level and then the final boss. Because I'm pretty sure it is. If it's a big factory level, then yeah, we're in the final level. There can't be another level forgotten about. No, this is okay, the World Link Sensor. This is the last proper level of the game. And we've got no health, so this is going to be fun. Let's see how far we can get on 1 life. There's 2 paths here, but I'm telling you now, take the right one, because the left one leads you to the most frustrating fucking platforming challenge in the game. Because it's such a tiny gap, and you have a low ceiling, so you have to hit it perfect to make the jump. It's just, it sucks. Also, yeah, I got a full hill there, which makes up for all the trouble. But it's just, it's a terrible platforming section that's barely worth it. Don't do it. Oh, yeah, use the TVs with Warhead, don't you? Like, what? I like it. This game's funky sometimes. This one, I think you're actually kind of screwed. If you don't blow up that platform, I don't think you can progress through the level. I think you have to either time out or accept a death. So I think this is the only way forward. Yes, the checkpoint's there. I can't... Oh, ow, ow. I don't think there's another way up there easily. If there is at all. Oh, okay, breaking you. As we deal with more fire extinguishers with teeth. What a stupid robot. Oh, right, we're too close. If you're like right on the cusp of the enemy, some shots, the hurt box of the weapon types won't trigger until it's past a certain range. So it is possible for you to shoot through enemies without hurting them. You can also tell it's the final level because this one's a lot more linear with a crap ton more robots. Oh god, this sucks. This jump fucking sucks. Yeah, it's so pixel perfect, and you need to be running to get enough height to make it. It's hideous. I hate it. Genuinely, this one jump will waste so much time for you. I'm just gonna cut till I get it. Oh, there we go. Christ, that took another minute. Yeah, that jump in particular, you need to have momentum running. If you're struggling with that jump, this is how you do it. You have to have momentum running, because you get a slight extra height in your jump if you're running when you jump. Then it's literally like as Vectorman tucks his legs in, like not before you actually reach the top of your jump. It's as you tuck your leg in, that's when you should be pushing the jump again. Because by the time you register it and press a jump again, you will be at Vectorman's peak of his jump. it's just such a, it's just that one particular jump. It's just an extra frame more annoying than it has any right to be. But it also puts more pressure on for the rest of the level, so I've got to get a move on because we just wasted a minute. Ow. But yeah, after I've had my fun with the PS5, my intention is to jump straight into Dragonstar Varnir's second playthrough, the Madness run. Just because I think even if it won't be much of a difference because the game isn't optimized for PS5, I'll still be able to record it at a better quality. And so for that alone, I think that justifies me doing it all in of itself. And the reduced loading, of course, would always be appreciated. Same with Death End 2. I can't wait to go through Death End 2 yet again because I fucking love that game. And you guys know I love that game. But with the reduced loading. And I hope they do an optimization patch for that too. I know they won't. Oh, that's the end of the level. We made it. Never mind. Like, I know they won't, but it'd be nice if they did. Just because that game can absolutely run on 60 frames. There's no excuse for it to not. So if they could just optimize it so like they can get rid of that, it would be nice. This is the final boss, day 16, Twist and Shout. You're going to get pulled up by this hurricane that Warhead is in. And then once you reach the top of it, there will be platforms for you to land on to then open fire on Warhead. His attacks are kind of all over the place, so like be prepared for that because you will get caught and I'll probably die so I'm only on 2 units of health. These rooftops are what you're trying to land on. Here he is. So we've already got bopped right there. If you're on the edge, this first phase is fine. Starting second phase, it becomes a problem. And you'll know you're in the second phase because the Warhead actually takes visual damage, as you can see. Actually, I'm just going to take that death. Like, the health unit he dropped was on his left, so I was never going to be able to go get it. But if you can get it, you might be able to survive. But in the second phase, he starts shooting. And in the third phase, he starts swinging his arms out to the very edge of the arena. So you have to actually pay attention and jump and duck. Well, you should always be doing that because the second phase, his shoots are kind of random. So you have to really be paying attention to your surroundings. Especially if there's not a platform for you to land on under you for you to be able to move out the way easily. Because if you fall off the platform, you'll just kind of float at the perfect range for it to be shot at. So there's a shot there. There's another one. That one shoots super low all of a sudden. Ow. Just get the health upgrade. That wasn't worth it. I got hit twice to get 1 health unit back. Whee. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't get hit by that one. Right, now he's in his third and final phase. You can see him start swinging right out to the edge of the arena, so you need to keep moving, otherwise you're gonna get got. But he's dead, he's done. Once the whole helmet comes off, it's only 1 clear shot will end it. And as soon as you get him, that's the game. That's it. There is no extra special or whatever. That's the game. What will happen though is that once the credits roll, it will give you the option to just start again on the first level, carrying over everything you have. So if you're trying to go for 100%, since there are health upgrades we didn't get, you can. Warhead is vanquished. The Earth is safe for the return of humanity. Earth has a new hero, Vectorman. I like the music, the credits music as well. It's a nice little beat. I mean, you get the cast of characters, and it's the name of all the enemies, which I love this retro thing. Dorman, Marge, Legs. I love this old school aesthetic of telling you what the enemy names are in the credits. It's something I really miss nowadays where everything's so modernized. The sludge pilot, the turret, and the fire extinguisher with Jaws is just called Jaws. But that's Vectorman, a very quirky little game that's pretty much forgotten about, but Sega seem to, every time they do a collection of some kind, chuck it in anyway. Which is appreciated because I did play it as a kid, so I do have memories of it, and so I was more than happy to go back and play it. But this game has not aged brilliantly, as I'm sure you've been able to tell just watching. And I assure you, don't worry, soon we will be going back to bigger, newer projects. Like I said, we've got that Madness run on Dragonstar. We've got a new Neptunia game due this year, which is a full-on remaster of the first game again. But I still enjoyed the first game. I just the reason why I have problems with it is just because it's a remake of a game that's been remade several times already, so it feels kind of pointless. Clockwork. That boss. What's that Crobat? Oh, is that the unit? Yeah, the four units. But yeah, like that's on the list. Nocturne. hoping that Atlas aren't stupid about their blocked scenes thing again, is on the table. But I can't stress enough how nervous I am about that. Like, I am so expecting Atlas US to just be like, man, we're not going to let you record the game, because they do that all the fucking time. And it's just like, please note, the game is a remaster of a monkey. There's a monkey enemy. It's just called Monkey. So I'm getting distracted. But it's like, it's an old game. It's an 18 or 19 odd year old game. Like, don't do this to us, please. I like the developers' pictures there. The 4 main honcho: Rich, Marty, Amber, and Mark B. But yeah, that's Vectorman. I hope you enjoyed its quirky oddness. And now it's going to go into the proper credits so I can chill back out and just talk about the future. Vectorman is a very enjoyable, pretty good looking game for the Mega Drive, but is held back by, I think, just running out of time. It definitely much feels like they just ran out of time and just reused a lot of assets for the later levels, and the boss fights and the minigame-esque parts of it aren't that great. Like, the most standout boss for me is Clockwork and the Piranha, just because both of them charge at you. And that's it. But yeah, at some point I want to do another Final Fantasy as well, because I think like it's been long enough. But I am waiting on to see if there's a PS5 version of the 7 remake, and whether they make it so you can record the final chapter. Because if that happens, I'm dropping everything else. In terms of like, not in terms of actual projects, like I'm still doing everything I plan on doing, but I'm dropping the other Final Fantasy projects I was planning on doing to do that before them. Like, I have every intention of going through Final Fantasy 9 at some point, and I have every intention of going through 8, that's on PS4, just because I have such mixed feelings on 8. I can't do base 7 because they've got blocked scenes on 7 on PS4 for some baffling reason. The ending and Aerith's death, oh yeah, spoilers for, you know, a 24-year-old game. Both of them are blocked scenes, so you can't record them outright, so I just can't record the game until they're dealt with. And other than that, I think we'll just see what comes around. Like, I want to do Hitman Absolution, because I think as much as I have problems with that game and dog on it a lot myself, there is some charm to it that I want to show off at some point, so I think that would be nice to cover. And the rest of it, we'll just see. It's going to be an interesting year, I hope. But until then, you guys take care now. Thank you for watching, and peace.